What is up, Chicken and Rice fam? We are here with an episode. We skipped our What's Happening Wednesday episode because we were having some serious technical difficulties with YouTube. It literally took like 3 days to upload one video. So we will continue with What's Happening Wednesday next week. But we're here with our heavy content episode, and this is something that I've kind of wanted to talk about for a little while. Black folks and money is, that's something that's dear to my heart. I am a fiscal person. I'm an accountant, so money is what I do. Besides fashion, of course. But yeah. So I wanted to kick off this episode, or take this episode to talk about money. And we're just gonna jump right into the questions. We might make this a two-parter. We'll see how long how quickly we get through the questions, but some of these questions are kind of loaded, so we might end up breaking this into two parts. But kicking off question one, brother Sean. Oh yeah, you know who we are. I'm someone that's Sean. Yeah. Hey girl. Hey. What is your I made it salary?
So my made it salary is between 80 and 90,000. That's my made it salary.
Okay.
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 Is the salary that I have taken and stock at everything that everything that I like, everything that I need. I think I can with 90,000.
Okay. Mine is six figures. Is my I made it salary. That's a good, comfortable income. Because I like nice things. So I think six figures will enable me to enjoy those things comfortably. Now, just will be telling you this is our I made it salary. That does not mean that's not telling you our business. So for those who are trying to figure out, wait, okay, is that how much they make? It might be, it might not be. We didn't say whether we made it or not. We just said what was our made it salary. We could be below that, we could be above that. But yeah. So that's just want to pop that in there real quick. So y'all don't be getting nosy. So anyway, so that's question one. Question two is what does financial success look like to you?
So financial success looks like to me is just being able to live. Okay. Being able to hang out with friends or go out on dates and, go out on trips and not have to count your bread every time you need to take your wallet out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being able to being able to whip out that credit card, knowing you're going to be able to pay that bill next month. You know what I'm saying? All of it, right?
Yeah.
Over. And then with these high interest rates, this stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And just doing stuff like simple things like being able to get a haircut every 2 weeks. Get to and fro. Just what I'm saying, just some just some, as the old folks used to say, walking around money. Walking around money. That's
okay. Child, that sounds real antiquated.
That's what the antiquated people used to say. That walking around money.
Yeah. For me, success was two things. Yeah. For me, the first thing that defined success for me financially was being able to qualify and obtain an American Express card in my name. That was like that's it. Like I've arrived. I can literally, because it's not all about, credit score. It's also about how much you make, too. So being able to get one of the really good premium American Express cards was, one of my measures of success. And and the other thing for me that defined success financially was being able to travel, first, really travel around the US without having to think about it. Like if I literally wanted to hop on, a plane tomorrow, book a plane last minute to go to Vegas or New York or LA, wherever, all the travel, I could literally do that the day before and go and have a great time. And like you said, not have to worry about my wallet and my checking account, so when I say travel, that's just that's flight, that's hotel, staying in a nice hotel, not staying in, somewhere with the doors on the outside, the doors on the inside of the hotel. Um, that's
Free
that's important. Huh?
man,
Yeah.
no. Never goes to the outside. Never with the
Nah.
outside.
Yeah, I'm
Never.
not doing that. So yeah, that was really my biggest thing was travel was something that because I just, being in college and, trying to be a young sister trying to make it and all of that, that was always my measure of success was being able to travel like I want to travel without worrying about finances. That was back in the back in the day, you have to save up, for them Vegas trips. You have to, okay, we're gonna go to Vegas. Okay, well, we need to start putting away X amount of money so we can go and have our little pool of money that we can go and have a good time with. And so I was always like, man, I can't wait till I get to a point where I don't have to do this. I can just go and have a good time. So that travel was a big one for me. That, being able to travel, that's mine. Question 3. What do you feel is the first step to accumulating wealth?
Well, I think the first step to accumulating wealth is understand how to invest and start investing early and learn about what the stock market do and all of these paths to investments, right? Like there are so many paths you can take. You can start with you can start with as little as you have or as much as you have. um but the real way is to find out, to wherever you start, is to find that secret that, what I'm saying, that you're making money while you're sleeping, letting your money make.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Um, me, the first step to accumulating wealth for me, it starts with the very basics. Especially for, people of color. We have this thing where we feel like we have to prove, that we're worthy to people,
Yeah.
but with material things. And so my first thing is about my first step is living, within and not even within, but below your means. I have a friend of mine who said her dad taught her take whatever it is that your salary is and divide it by 2 and live on that. Learn to live on that. And that's how you start accumulating wealth because a lot of us live, paycheck to paycheck. You're waiting on that next paycheck
Yeah.
and, and all of that. And that's, if you can't get a handle on your debt and your spending, you are never going to get there. You're never going to get there. So for me, the first step is managing your spending and living below your means. Because if you don't have no money to invest, how are you going to get there? So that's mine. But yeah, but after you you have that money, then yeah, like what you said, Sean, yeah, doing your research and finding out what avenue, is right for you. You don't always have to do the stock market. They got bonds and stuff that are a safer, or less risky method or approach to investing. So, yeah, 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 we need to get a handle on our spending because we like to spend in our community.
We do.
Next question: do you budget? I'll take this one. I do. I do budget. Now do I stick to the budget? That's a whole nother question. But I do try to budget. I really do try to budget. Yeah, I budget loosely. I don't budget and I don't stick to my budget like I should. But I do have to do some sort of budgeting because, being an entrepreneur, the checks come when they come. Checks don't necessarily come every month, so you're forced to budget, because you don't know when you're gonna get the next check. So I do budget in a way. But being strict with it, no, I need to really tighten up when it comes to, sticking to my budget. What about you? Are you a budgeter or you just kind of do your thing?
Not a budgeter. I don't budget.
You just swipe it and you swipe and pray, or
I mean, I know it's just I know what's in there, right? But
okay.
The thing is that it's not one of those things where Lord, let this bank approve just one transfer. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that, but
you don't hold your breath.
But I know with myself, I do too much. I do too much, and I do need to start reining that back in. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna have to do something because it's just it's getting real out here. Circumstances have forced me to purchase things that I had to have. I wasn't quite ready for at the time, but thank God, the those funds, all praises to him, that I was able to do those things at the time, been able to do some other things to kind of lessen my my hit, from month to month to month, so that thing has been a blessing. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start gaining some perspective on my life.
Okay. What are your short-term and long-term financial goals?
Okay, so here's the thing with me. I'm just gonna be real with y'all because Sunday night I was inspired from a sermon about honesty. And it really did make me just think about, certain things in my life. So when I came to that question there, I did not answer that question. Okay. And I'm not going to answer that question because I'm not finna sit up here and write stuff down and tell you guys to do some stuff that I know I'm not going to do.
Well, these are just goals. They're not,
I don't. Let's see. I'm not a goal, right? You know me. We talk about this today. I don't believe in this. I mean, I don't have nothing against no goals. Okay. I really don't. But I'm just kind of this guy, like I do things in small kind of challenges. You know what I'm saying? I challenge myself. I just kind of nip and tuck and I find, I find what works. I nip it. Okay. I tuck it in and then I nip what don't work. And then that way I can establish a consistent pattern. So what's my pattern going to be? Don't know yet. You know, I don't know. I know whereabouts it should be, but there's just going to have to be some more, you know, inter intrapersonal things that need to take place in order to make, I'm saying, that nip and tuck, surgical procedure, a successful one, and then you don't need to go back 6 months later and do another nip tuck. You got that blank, get that blank stare on your face.
Okay. Well, the question was,
I don't have no goals, man.
what are your what?
I have no goals. I
What
don't
are
have
the
no.
short-term and
I
long-term
don't have.
goals?
I don't have no long-term goals, man. My long-term goals is to not blow money. That's the long-term goal.
So he doesn't have goals. Okay, well that's a goal. That's a goal. Okay.
Okay.
My short-term financial goal is to be debt-free by the end of next year. That's just the short-term goals, to be completely debt-free. I'm working on it. My long-term financial goal is to retire or be able to retire before I turn 50. So I
Okay.
want to be a multimillionaire before the age of 50. That's my long-term financial goal. And another long-term financial goal, I guess, would be to buy my dream house. I have my dream house in my mind. It's about 3,500 to 4,500 square feet. It's just like my dream, and that's another long-term financial goal of mine, is to be able to build my forever home. So those are my long-term and short-term goals.
Hey, I just thought of something. I do have a long. I need to add something to my long-term goals. Okay,
Okay.
to be able to move into Sawan in her dream house in one of her smaller guest rooms.
The next question: did you fall into
Oh, come on, let's go. Let's go. We get into the good stuff.
did you fall into the college credit card trap?
Hell yes. Hell yes, I fell into that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I came upon the hole, right? And I saw the
Mm-hmm.
hole, right? And then I jumped in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you talking about swiping,
Yeah.
praying, man.
Man.
Ooh, boy, no, I was doing
Yeah.
out there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I did too.
Mm-hmm.
I did not understand credit. I didn't understand the inner workings of credit. I just know my dad had um, warned me. All of the older people warned you, especially when you turn
Yep.
18, about being careful about credit cards and all that. But they didn't really explain or give, examples, like heartfelt examples of why, don't do that. Don't do this because of that. Now I give examples. I don't mind, being transparent, especially with younger people. Don't do
Yep.
what I did. I'm one of those people. Don't do what I did, because debt is one thing that is extremely easy to get into, but hard as hell to get out of.
Facts.
So yeah, I fell into it, man, because in my mind it was free money. So
Yep.
you mean you gonna give me $2,500? Back then $2,500 was a lot of money. I mean, it's still a good chunk of money now, but 2,500 was like, what? So you gonna give me a piece of plastic with a $2,500 limit, and all I gotta give you is like $20 a month or $40 a month? Hell yeah! So I mean, I was all up and at the mall, like
Man.
swipe, swipe. Where
Yep.
we go? Swipe. It was just like it was a free for all. I was like, oh hell yeah. Okay, well this one getting kind of whatever. That's okay. I just got 40. Oh, huh?
And they get you so early.
Yeah. Then remember they used to also, they banned it. I think Obama did that, banned it where they can't be on college campuses anymore, the credit card companies.
Yeah.
Because remember they used to give you free stuff to sign up to get the credit card. Remember you used to get free t-shirts and free this and free that. Like, oh, okay, well, okay, that's a cute shirt. That's a no good way you don't want this little cheap t-shirt, but okay, just for the fact that it's something free, and then the credit card comes and you're like, okay, well, yeah, it's time. Oh, my new credit card's here. Let's go ahead and let's go party. So yeah, I fell into that bad boy hard.
Number and activate it. What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's activated now. You know what I'm saying? You mean so if I swipe this,
well, let's go make sure it works. Yeah, I gotta go make sure it works. That was me. I'm just gonna go swipe something. I'm just gonna swipe something just so I can make sure that it works.
Right.
Then swipe something else, and then swipe something else, and then swipe something else, and before you know it, man. So now, okay, well, this one's maxed out. Now I need another one because this one's. So let me get this other companies with all the free stuff. Now you don't know how many cars you signed up for to get this free stuff. So then after this one, here comes the other one, and here comes the other one, and here comes the other one. Next thing you know, you got 5, 6, 7 cards, and you think it's just a free for all. But yeah, I definitely fell into the college credit card trap because, man, and it took a while, to get out. And then just basically, if I didn't feel like paying or I didn't have the money, I just didn't care. Like I said, I didn't understand credit and the importance of it.
Yep.
I ain't got the money, so well, you the one gave me the credit card, so you figure it out. You knew I didn't have no job. You knew I think
right.
So I mean, yeah. But it comes back to haunt you. So, but yeah, oh man. I mean, but it was fun for a little while. I can't lie. It was fun just swiping that stuff.
But at some point in time, you're gonna turn 30 if the Lord says blesses you. One day you'll be 30.
Will.
And then you're gonna yeah.
Not even 30. Yep. Even when you get to your mid-20s, and you start wanting to buy a house or wanting to get a new car after you get out of school for college, after you graduate from college and start to get your professional job, you're gonna want a new car when you get your new professional salary. You want to get married if you're having to spend money for that or whatever. It's like you start having to make these bigger purchases and you don't have your credit to rely on,
right,
to fund them. And it starts as early as your mid-20s.
Yep.
Because I was like, Lord.
Yo, boy, man, you talking about something that weighs on your mental? Start getting these rejection letters from start getting these loan rejection letters. And you talking about
even credit card rejection letters. Yeah. Card, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, you've been denied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we can't tell you the exact reason, this is what our decisions were based off of.
Yeah. You got too much debt.
Yeah.
Man. Ooh, child.
Credit card. Free credit score is your friend.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I think we probably both know the answer to this one. Are you a spender or a saver? I'm a spender. I'm trying to
Spender
become a saver.
in
We
all caps.
both are spenders.
Spender. Yep.
I'm I'm trying to become. I do save as well, but not as much as I should, and that's something I try to to pay homage to my grandmother, because my grandmother, she didn't really make a whole bunch of money. She made a good living, but she was a saver. You know, and it was just amazing how much she's accumulated. And what she had told me, a lot of people think that when you start saving, that you have to save a bunch of money at once. Like, I need to put $500 in, because she would
No.
save as little as $25 or $20, a month,
Yes.
you know, in a little account. And you start doing the math and multiplying that by however many, months and years and all of that, that stuff starts to add up very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And then the key to saving as well is don't save don't save an amount that you're going to miss.
Right.
Put
Right.
$10 away.
Yeah.
Put $10 away. You do $10 for a month, for 12, that's $120. But a lot of people won't miss $10. But if you put in, $500, you
You
are
gonna
more likely to miss that. So you're going to keep going back and keeping at it. You're going to keep
yeah.
going and taking it out, so it never gets an opportunity to accumulate. So the key to saving is to save what's comfortable and what you won't miss, and do it consistently.
Yeah.
And my dad always tells me, whenever you get paid, pay yourself first.
Yeah.
We always pay our bills. We pay everybody else but ourselves.
No.
So even if you paying yourself something as little as $20, pay yourself first, then pay the rest of your bills.
Yeah. Pay the Lord, pay yourself.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pay the Lord, pay yourself. But yeah, I appreciate you dropping that dime. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Start with where you're at.
Yeah.
Start with where you're at. That's the key to it all. Start with where you're at. I like how you said that. Don't save what you're gonna miss.
Yeah.
I appreciate you dropping that. That's good dimes.
Okay. Oh Lord, this one's gonna be. What is the most expensive non-essential thing you've ever bought?
Just about everything that's downstairs.
Yeah, I said the most expensive.
The most expensive? Oh boy. I don't know. Unessential. God, there's so many. I don't know. You have to come back to me. What you going?
Me would probably be me, or probably be my black Mustang. Now, I like it. It was essential to me at the time, but I had a perfectly working car. I had my red Mustang, which was working just fine. Nothing was wrong with it. It was running just fine, everything. But I got to that dealer, and they had that bad boy on the lot. She was looking so beautiful and shiny. She only had 2 miles on her. Matter of fact, they had to take her off of the truck, like she had literally just got in on the little truck, and they had to take her off of the truck, and she still had plastic on it. They had to take the plastic off, put the VIN number into the system. That's how new this.
Dang.
Yeah. When I say full, she was fully low. If it was offered in a package, she had it on it. I was like, yes, that's what what else can y'all put on this? Throw everything that is possible you could possibly put on this car. Put everything on it. Everything on it. Leather seats. What else you got for me? What else she got? She got this. What's the horsepower? What about the rim? What? How many of these bigger rims? Did they come with different? Yeah, I lost my mind with that because it was definitely not essential. I mean, I guess you could say it's essential. It's a car. We need a car, but it was not essential at the time. We had just moved into our new house, and I think I got that car maybe two or 3 months after we had just moved into the house. And I was like, new house, new car. What's so yeah, I would say that probably is my most expensive non-essential purchase to date. Because
See,
it was not a necessity. It was a want.
I don't do large non-essential purchases. I do small
That
reoccurring
add up. Yeah.
non-essentials that add up. I.e., just about everything I have downstairs falls into non-essential.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
That's true.
I mean, I mean, I got stuff that has been sitting literally in a corner
Oh, I believe it.
for a year,
I believe it.
unwrapped.
I believe it. I believe all of it. Absolutely, I believe it.
So yeah, that's my thing. A lot of small things that add up big time.
Okay, well, we learn. That's why we're doing this episode. We can learn,
Yeah.
and when you know better, you do better. Okay. Um, our last question.
Hold
Then we
on.
might throw a little bonus question in there, though. Um,
Some stuff.
which one? Huh?
Are we skipping some questions?
We've gone through all of them. We're doing good. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is our number 10 question. Would you rather have $1 million now or 100K for 10 years?
Every year you get 100K
Yeah, for 10 years.
for 10
So it's
years.
still $1 million. So you either get $1 million all at once or $1 million spread out over 10 years.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the million up front. Go ahead and give me my million up front
Why?
because I'm a black man
Okay,
in a
why? Why is that your choice?
black man in America. I might not have 10 years left.
That's a good reason. Yeah, because then what happens to yeah. I mean, that's a good reason, but me
Okay,
personally,
take the black man part out of it. I'm a human being,
yeah,
and I may not have 10 years left.
yeah, we don't know. We
Right.
we do not, especially in this country. We damn sure don't know, especially if you black. You
Yeah.
don't know how much time you have on this earth.
So now,
Me, I'm taking $1 million.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking $1 million up front. Yeah, I do. I agree with your reason, but for me is if I got $1 million up front and I invest it correctly, I can I can flip it, however many times over. I can flip that and make way more,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when you do the just simple math, you put interest on $1 million at once, it's going to be a lot more than $100,000. So if I'm investing, putting that $1 million into an investment up front is definitely going to yield me a lot more money than taking the annuity, if you will. Um, then we have our little bonus question.
Uh,
Oh, I did skip one. I did skip one before we go to the bonus. I did skip one. What did you learn about money and credit growing up? That must be what you were thinking about. Yeah, I did skip that one. What
I
did you
want
learn?
I wanted to answer this question because I think a lot of people in the Black community got this growing up. And I want to give you a scenario, if you would, and then I'm going to answer that question. So just bear with me for just a little bit, okay? I'll be right where you want me, you know, quiet in just a minute. But, as a young man, while mama's shopping at the grocery store, you know, I go into the book section and I see the newest issue of X-Men, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
grab that boy and I'm trying to put that in the cart. You know what I'm saying? And mama was like, no, I'm not having that. And I'm like, Mama, why you not gonna let me buy this comic book? It ain't but $1.75. She said, boy, when you get when you get your own money and you pay your own bills and all of this stuff, then you can buy all the comic books that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Mama told me the wrong thing. Okay. You can't tell me stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm daddy the task. Okay. I grew up, I made my own money. Okay. And I bought all the comic books that I wanted. I don't think I quite got the gist of what they were trying to teach me, but as Sawan will tell you, I'm extra, so you have to be real direct with me. But that is kind of, how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? You make your own money, you can buy your own stuff, which is not a lie, by the way. Okay. But there should have been some wisdom. Surely what I've gained, what I'm saying, myself as to why that's,
Mm-hmm.
you just have to judge accordingly. But that was my whole thing, was like, I'm gonna make money and I'm gonna buy my comic books.
Okay. And buy them you have.
Yeah.
Lots
You know,
of them.
I mean, it was so funny because I made a video when I had made a video like that and I put it on Facebook last year after my trip to New York when I went to Midtown Comics. You know what I'm saying? And I was just sitting there looking at the camera and I said, Mama, I did it. I did what you told me to do. You told you told me to get a job, get my own money, get my own house, get my own car. And you said when I did that, I could buy all the comic books that I wanted to buy. I
You
did it.
did.
I did it,
Buy
Mama.
them you did.
I did it, Mama. I did it.
Um, what did I learn about money slash credit growing up? Credit, really nothing. We didn't really talk about credit. Credit wasn't really a discussion. Money growing up, I probably as a lot of Black people growing up, um, I thought that there was like a finite amount of it,
Right.
you know, because we were always, trying to save and be careful with money. So
Yeah.
to me, that is like, we have to be really careful with money because there's a finite amount of it. It's like if we like it's gonna run out at some point was kind of my thought process.
Yeah.
Um, we grew up around, and the thing is, when you grow up around and you're in certain neighborhoods and schools
Hmm.
and stuff like that, you don't really know that you're poor. That's the thing, because they're living just like you are. So I didn't even realize, hey, we didn't have all that much money growing up, but because everybody else was in the same boat as me, even at school, we were all in the same demographic. Um, but then as I went and got into a different school system or a different, as I got older, then you come across people from all walks of life. And so that's when you start to notice and take notice about what you have on versus what they have on. Then when you start with females, we start doing the slumber parties and stuff like that. Then you start realizing,
Yeah.
oh, oh wow, her house is a lot bigger than my house, stuff like that, and then it kind of changes. And so for me, that was one of my things, is that when I grow up, um I want to be able to buy the stuff that I want to buy, because you see your parents struggle, and you're like, okay, I want to be able to get what I want to get, and and I have, boy, have I. It's a good and bad thing, because it can either light the fire under you to motivate you and all of that, or it can go the other way, like it did for me, where I'm trying to fill that void of what I didn't have growing up. And I think that's what ended up happening to me when I got those credit cards. I was like, yeah, that whatever I wanted at 5 years old, okay, swipe.
That's
Yeah,
that's
this is when
that's
I was in.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly
So that
right.
that
Downstairs is everything I ever wanted. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When I was,
Hmm.
you know, a young man and a teenager,
Hmm.
you know, and like I said, I got all of that stuff, and it's dusty as hell now.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
sure.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't get back what I paid for it.
Maybe, depending on, you never know, comic books. Maybe, when you get to be like 90 or whatever, they might be, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting question right there, because yeah,
Yeah,
me, it wasn't the things that necessarily I couldn't get, but I think it was, I wanted to get the feeling that I couldn't get growing up. You know, being able to buy the latest and the greatest. Like they had, like, Jabos were really popular, and and expensive, and certain tennis shoes and stuff were all, the rave or whatever, and we couldn't afford them. You
yeah,
know, and so when I got older, now that was my thing. Okay, this is the new thing. This is the new bag. Okay, well, I'm gonna go buy it,
yeah,
because I couldn't do that when I was a kid. We couldn't afford it. But now, guess what? I'm gonna go and swipe and get this new bag, because but it's filling that void from when I was a child of what I wasn't able to accomplish as a kid.
yeah.
And so, yeah, therapy is very good for that. I'm dealing with that and have dealt with that in therapy.
Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
What'd you say? I can't
I
hear
said
you. You cut out.
for you it was a bag. For me, it was an action figure.
I'm gonna go to, because I was about to say.
Don't
I was about to say. We're gonna go to the bonus question.
don't even go
Huh?
there. Don't even go there.
Okay. We're gonna go to the bonus question.
Go to the
What
bonus
do you
question.
feel is preventing you from becoming a millionaire?
I don't know if I want to be a millionaire. That's what's preventing it.
What?
I don't know if I want to
What?
be there. You
Well, you just
know,
want to be a thousandaire?
I'll be a thousandaire. Look, millionaires, man. Look, millionaires work tirelessly. Okay,
No, not always. Nope. That's not true.
I like my
That's not true.
I, I like my sleep.
Oh, we know. Oh, trust me. Well, I know.
We what
The
hold on,
family might know
what is that we know?
that you like to sleep.
I mean, everybody needs to get their good, beauty rest. Right? Right? You can open your mouth and talk now. This is a podcast.
Well, is it beauty rest or is it hibernation? Because that's what it feels like with you. It's more. I'm going hibernate. It's Friday, and I'll see y'all Sunday. Basically, is how you.
But it can't be a hibernation because I'm not a bear.
So you sleep like one. You sleep like a bear. You sleep like a bear.
I don't know how bears sleep, so I don't know what you're comparing.
Like you. Like you. Like you.
I don't know. I don't
if
know.
You didn't have to go to work and you were independently wealthy all day long. I bet you any money you would sleep literally all day if you did not have to get up and go to work. That's the only thing that breaks it up for you is that you have to go. And you have to pee. I guess that too. You got to get up and go to the bathroom. But
I do not sleep all day. I do not sleep all day
because you have to go to work.
Okay, I don't work all the time, and when I'm not at work, I'm not sleeping.
You're sleeping. You're sleeping.
No. I mean,
as soon as we finish this podcast,
as soon as we get hour, yes. At the
as soon as we finish recording, Sean going. Where's the lie? As soon as we finish recording, you going to sleep.
Where do I begin?
The floor is yours, compadre.
I am not going to bed as soon as I jump off.
You got to put your pajamas on or whatever. Okay, with 10, 15 minutes after, you'll go to bed.
Whoa. That's real interesting. Coming from the person that said, "Oh, we gotta go on and get started." It's an hour earlier up here.
Woo! No, I said an hour later. It's an hour later. Later.
It said later. Yeah. But she was all like, "I'll be okay." It's an it's an hour later. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I've also been working all day. I've been working before you. I've been working while you were still asleep, sir.
I understand that, but I eventually.
No, you don't.
I do understand that you work, but when I was still asleep, I understand that. But I need you to understand that I wake up and I go to work too,
and I'm still up working.
Understand?
I didn't say you didn't. I didn't say that you didn't do that. I said when you're not working, you're asleep. Is what I said. I didn't say that you didn't. You don't go to work. I said that when you're not working, you asleep. You might be asleep at work. I'd like to put a camera in there and see.
Yeah,
what goes on.
Put a camera in
I'd like to see.
A hero I am. A hero's job is never done. A hero's job is never done.
What do you feel is preventing you from becoming a millionaire? Let me go ahead and answer my question because Sean is just blowing smoke.
I'm smoke. I told you my honest answer.
You said you want to be 1,000, and we got it. Not only do I want to be a millionaire, I am going to be a millionaire. What I feel is preventing me from getting there sooner is my spending problem. Not even probably, yeah, definitely my spending. My thing, I want it now. I'm an impatient person. I am working on that. I'm working on becoming a patient person. But when I want something, I want it yesterday. That's one of the complaints that Brandon has for me. He's like, whenever you say you want something like for your birthday or Christmas, he's like, I have to, we have to discuss it because I'll go get it. Because he'll be like, okay, I'm going to get, or he'll have to tell me, I'm going to get this for you for Christmas. Because if I see it and I want it, okay, I'm getting that. So you can't surprise me because I'll end up having two of them because I'm like, okay, well, I want it now, and I'm trying to wrap my head around and understand delayed gratification. I might have to go without getting my favorite things
Yes,
right now, but it's, huh?
so that we can get it for you.
Right. Right. I got that. But I want it now. I'm like that girl off of Willy Wonka. I want it now. Veruca. I am getting a lot better. I've gotten a lot better. Like a lot better. 'Cause, yeah. No, it's a lot. It's more like this. It's huge. Like
No,
my arms will be from here to
it's like
um
this. But that's a lot
you know
better.
what? Okay, we're not
That's a
this is my
lot better.
I am reclaiming my time. Okay. Um so that is my spending is definitely a contributing factor. And I think I have a little twinge of ADHD that is I need to get get looked at or whatever, because I get distracted very easily and I have a hard time focusing on one thing. Like I literally can sit down to work and I'll sit down and be ready to work, and then as soon as I turn on my laptop, go to the home page, and there'll be like an interesting article about something on there, and I literally am like, okay, I'm supposed to be going to check my email, and I'm like, oh, look at this article, and I click on that, then I read that article, and then another little thing pops up over here. I click on that, and here I am, like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, reading all these articles, and I still haven't checked my email. And so that's a thing for me. I get very, very distracted and I have a hard time focusing on one thing. And so that's another thing that is a contributing factor to my delayed um, enjoyment into, or my delayed induction into the Millionaire Club. Um, is that. So those are two things that I need to work. And I can be a little lazy sometimes too. Huh?
So stop sending Sawan articles. Got it.
No,
Because I
no, you
don't.
can send me it. It has nothing to do with the ones you send. This is just something. This is
Yeah.
just me turning on my laptop, and I'm like,
But,
But I
but
be
how?
telling you about all the zodiac stuff. That's what I be getting. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting
Yeah.
zodiac article. Let me see if they dog out Scorpio, so I can tell Sean. And so then I do that. Okay, well that one didn't dog him out. So let me look at this one. Let me read this. Oh, this one's a good one. Let me send this one to Sean. Let me call Sean or text Sean. Tell, hey, guess what I read? Blah blah blah. Then before I'm 2 hours. So yeah, things that are delaying my induction into the Millionaires Club. I'm gonna get there, but if I can get those two things under wraps, I'll get there a lot sooner.
But how do you really, you know, deal with that loss of focus? Because the same thing happens to me. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take very much at all. You know, one
Yeah, I don't know.
one
I need to get with
video.
my doctor or something. I know they have medication and all that. I'm not really wanting to take no more pills that I
I'm taking
already have to take. I
medication.
take enough pills already. So, but I do want to do my research and figure out ways. Maybe there's some natural stuff, that you can take that helps you focus. But that's something I really want to get my handle on. Because Brandon will literally text me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work, and he'll text me like 5 minutes later. Are you work or we'll be at home. I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna do this. Literally, he'll walk in there 10 minutes. Have you started yet? I'm about to. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna check. Then I go to get on there again, and then I start thinking about something else, or something comes
Yep.
on TV, and
Mm-hmm.
aren't you supposed to work? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well I need to put something on for me to watch. I mean, I've gotten so distracted that I'm like put on something for me to binge watch. That's my thing that helps me to work is if I have something planned that I can binge watch. But
Right.
I put it on the wrong one because it got so good
Yep.
that I literally shut the laptop and got comfortable, and I was like, I'm about to
Yep.
watch this.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to get a hold and get a grip on that because it's a hard thing for me to break out of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's hurting. That's hurting your girl. So that's that, and that's it. We made it to the end of our questions. Yeah, yeah. This ran this ran a little longer, but I think it was a good one. It was a good one to a good conversation to have. We can probably dig a little deeper into the financial stuff in a later episode, but yeah, this is a good conversation, a good episode. I'm glad we did this one. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because yeah, we've run a little longer than usual, but
and plus
we hope something was said, or and Sean his eyes are shutting as we speak. So we hope that you were enlightened or empowered by something that we said here
or
on this episode, and we say what?
Or entertained.
What'd you say?
Or entertained.
Yeah. I'm sure they were. Yeah. I hope my life and my mistakes were entertaining to you guys. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut this episode down, and we will see y'all on Wednesday.
Peace
out. Good night, Sean.